Hey, hello, how's everybody doing on today? I just wanted to come before you just for a little bit and ask for your help. Domestic violence, as we know, is an issue that plagues the world, not just a classification of your gender, of your sex. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Domestic violence could care less about how much money you make, how less of the amount of things that you can have in the world. Hey, how are you, Erica? Domestic violence could care less about where you live, what part of the town, what part of the world. It has no bearing on anyone. And I'm coming to you because I need your help. I can't do this thing alone. This is it. I want to be able to share with the viewing community. I want to be able to bring people to the table who are willing to have an open discussion, to be honest and open about what it is that they have to say about domestic violence and the effects of it. I want people to be willing to receive questions and answer them open and honestly. I'm asking people to show up. I'm asking people to give their opinion, be open about problems, and listen. See, a victim, all they want to know is that they are believed and that you will listen. Will you take time to listen to the story? Will you take time to feel their hurt? Will you take time to say, I believe you? That's what a victim wants. A victim wants to be able to know, is there help? Is there real help? Are there people who are, thank you so much for inviting with your followers, are there real people out there who will listen and give me an answer about the direction of what it is and where I should go? I want to know if you are that person, if you're willing to be that catalyst, that person who says, you know what, I may not have the answer, but I know where you can go for an answer. Will you be the person that steps up and say, you know what, I may not know what to do, but I believe you? Are you that person who will, well, I don't know anything about this. I've never had domestic violence in my relationships, and I don't know anyone who's had a relationship that was violent, but I know where to go for help. Are you that person who will step outside of yourself and say, you know what? Let me do something. Let me do something. Are you that coach? Are you that mentor? Do you have a business and or an organization? Do you have products and services that can move people's minds to shift the mindset? Because we've got to talk about the behavior of domestic violence. We've got to be able to tell the folk out there who are ready and listening that no, domestic violence shouldn't happen to you. But guess what? There may be some things that you're doing in your life that may be leading to a violent relationship, things that you may not be aware of. Are you that coach? Are you that mentor that can shift the mind to have, the viewing audience know and understand that when your mind shifts about who you are, that you will not fall into the hands of the prey of a victim, becoming a victim, that you will not fall hands, in the prey, their way, their path. So I need your help. I'm looking for those who are willing to step up to the plate to say, you know what? I'm that coach, I'm that mentor. I have something that I can deliver that will help change the mindset, have that mindset switch. Are you that coach? Are you that mentor that can lend to a telesummit? Are you that coach? Are you that mentor? Are you that business owner? Are you that organization that can sit on a panel, have an open discussion with other people on the panel to be able to answer the questions in this interactive telesummit? This telesummit is different. It's not going to be just people talking to the audience and the audience listening. Not to say that you're not going to give good information, but what I want to perpetuate, what I'm creating is this, a platform for where the audience can ask questions and get the panel to answer them. See, again, people just want to be heard. They want to be believed. They want to know that what it is that they're thinking or their relationship they're not sure of. They want those questions answered, and not in just a generic form. They want truth. They want honesty. There will be disclaimers going up on this telesummit, absolutely, because I want no bars held. We're doing it. There's too much behind the scenes of, those real talks, those real discussions that need to have happened. They don't get out there because, well, we can't say this or we can't say that. Nope, not this telesummit. Open, honest, being able to interact with the audience. If you are that coach, that mentor, that organization, that community leader, are you part of the clergy? Do you have a church? Do you have a ministry that helps and assists women, victims of abuse? Do you have those types of programming? I need you. I need you to sit on the panel. I need you to be participatory. I need your body, because we need to have a conversation, because things happen, things change when we start talking. So if that's you, I'm going to leave the link in the comment, but what I need you to understand is that we've got to do something, and we've got to start, and we've got to be intentional. We've got to be intentional in our talking. We've got to be intentional in the solutions that come up. We've got to be intentional. We've got to be, laser focused on the issue at hand. We need to speak to the behavior of domestic violence. We need to be, speaking about the behavior of why people do the things that they do, why their mindset shift. Why are we, having so many victims? Why are 1 in 4 women, reporting on a daily basis that they're in a victim relationship? Why is it that every 9 seconds a woman is being beaten? Why? We need to speak to the behavior. This telesummit from April the 15th through April the 20th, we're having an interactive telesummit. This is just not people talking to the audience and the audience listening, which is fine, because people do get information and they do get encouraged and uplifted. That's great. But this telesummit here, Life After Domestic Violence telesummit, the entire week, the panel will be able to answer the questions of those in the audience. This is an interactive audience. So the panel will have a discussion. We will talk, but those who are watching in the audience will be able to share their information. They will be able to answer, ask questions. They may be able to leave information. This is just not people sitting up on a platform talking. We are talking together between the community and the community leaders and those who are, legal defense, those who are part of the clergy. We are going to have a youth night. We're giving opportunity for the youth and youth leaders to be able to talk. We're giving opportunity for those in the audience to be able to interject, ask a question, give a for instance, and the panel will be able to answer them. This is a back and forth telesummit. This is just not people sitting and talking. So I need your help. If you have the ability to lend to the mindset shift change that has to happen as it relates to domestic violence. We've got victims, we've got survivors, and we've got abusers. Are you that person? Are you, part of the clergy? Do you have ministry where you change mindsets? Do you uplift? Do you motivate? Do you encourage? You need to be on this panel. I need people who are going to be not afraid. No bars held. I want open and honest delivery. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. I want open and honest mentors, coaches. I need those who are part of organizations, ministries, legal, medical professionals, advocates. If you fall in that group of being a man or a woman or part of the youth who has either had experienced in some way a domestic violent relationship, do you change the mindset of those that you come before? Do you have a ministry? Are you part of the clergy? Are you a lawyer? Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Do you see domestic violence issues every day? Are you a counselor? Are you a mentor? Are you a coach? I need your assistance. So in the comments, I'm going to leave the link, but bit.ly/, all caps now. This is all caps. LADV Telesummit 2019. I need you seated on the Telesummit because I need you to be able to help the viewing audience understand what domestic violence is, the effects of it. We need to talk about the behaviors of it. We need to be able to tap into some of the mindsets as it relates to domestic violence. What is it like being a victim? We need to talk about how getting out. We need to talk about while you're out, what happens. We need to be able to prevent some people from going in. We need to be able to speak to the youth. This is so super important. So if that's you, can you lend to this telesummit? Are you willing to be open and honest? Listen, I'm putting a disclaimer up because I don't want any bars held. There will be some people who might say, oh, they're a little bit raw. I'm really not caring. I'm really not caring because that's how deep domestic violence is. This plague that plagues the world, I'm telling you, there are places across the world. How about this, including in the United States where it's legal? You heard me right. It's illegal in the United States in one state to abuse your wife. Did you know that? I'll wait. Dear friend told me that a few days ago. There is a place in the United States that it's okay to abuse your wife. You heard me. 2019. And it's still legal. Oh, we think about all the third world countries and those places that allow that to happen. Oh, we allow that here too in the United States. For those of us live here in the United States, we allow it too. There's no difference. Help me help a victim. Help me to help a survivor who is stuck. Help me to help advocates and the clergy and the youth. Help me to help men and women understand that you don't have to be there. There are ways out, and here are people who are ready and willing to assist you in your journey. That's what this panel is about. So again, from April the 15th all the way to April the 20th, every day from 7 until, and I'm saying until because we never know how well, how good the panel get going. But there will be a keynote each night and then a panel discussion thereafter. Men on Monday, Tuesday, women, Wednesday, the youth, Thursday, the clergy. And I did it that way because I didn't want the clergy to say, oh, I got Bible study on Wednesday night, so we can't show up. No, we make room for you. Yes, absolutely, there will. And so the Thursday's clergy, Friday, it's going to be leaders, advocates, those who work in professional settings, legal, the medical side of it. And then on Saturday night, we all come together in closing. I will be making posts. I will be posting them up. I need your assistance and I need your help. If you know of advocates, if you know of coaches, I need you to share this opportunity as well. And for those of you who have shared, thank you so super much. I'm glad that you shared. I cannot do this thing alone. I write plans for women to get out of their abusive situation. I have programming for them for thereafter, but I cannot do this thing alone. I cannot do this thing alone. So I'm asking, and really, if you have interest in helping a woman of, or a victim of abuse, I'm asking you to show up. I'm asking you to step up. I'm asking you to sit at the table because that's what this platform is. Sitting at the table so that we can all help a victim survivor of abuse and prevent someone from being abused. This open and honest, interactive telesummit is going to be awesome. Let me share with you this and then I'm going. September 2018, I had a telesummit. LADV, I will not stand down to domestic violence. And I cannot tell you the response from that telesummit was amazing. And things happened. Movements came about. So many things have been birthed. And I know that this telesummit, this next week, is going to do the very same thing. And I want people to have the opportunity to be able to be open and honest and be effective in helping end this monster called domestic violence. So again, the link for that is bit.ly/ all caps now. This is all caps. LADV Telesummit 2019. I'll make sure that I'll put the link in the comments so that you can go and you can register. You can have the opportunity to be a keynote, or you can be a part of a panel having an open discussion, interactive discussion with the panel and the viewing audience. So my name is Dorothea Robinson, and I shared with you before that I'm an ex-strategist. I write plans for women to get out of their abusive situations. And so I'm coming before you today asking you, I need help. I need people at the table. I need people on this telesummit to be able to help shift the minds of those who are stuck even after being out of that relationship. And I need people to help change the mindset and let them know that they're being heard, that there is hope, and that, you know, just being a survivor of domestic violence, you don't have to just rest in it, that there are other things that you can be doing to assist someone else who's in a violent situation. So I want to thank you for your time. I'm so super excited about this telesummit. I'll be back on a little later. I'll make sure that I'll post this everywhere so everybody can get a hold of this. But please, I need your assistance. I cannot do this thing alone. I absolutely can't. I'm out here for service. I want to serve those who are victims and survivors, and I'm calling for help. So thank you so super much for your time. I'm going to talk to you all later. All right then. Bye-bye.